Hey everybody, it's Mary. Can y'all believe I'm here? I'm here. I'm gonna paint this boo bat today, and I am so glad to be here, y'all. So glad, because as y'all know, I've been banned that you can't keep a good woman down. You just really can't. So I'm gonna paint this boo bat today. It's Friday afternoon. I hope you guys are doing well. And it's raining outside, so I can't do much out there. Hey Bridget, how are you? And since it's raining outside, which I'm not gonna complain, y'all. We need the rain, we really do. So it's all good. Hey Debbie, how are you? So I'm gonna paint this boo bat. It's gonna end up looking like this one, y'all. So this is one it's a blank we have at the store. It's one of the more popular ones. And so I went ahead and base coated this, and I'm kind of stirring in some water, let some of y'all sign on. Hey Victoria, hi Carolyn, y'all, I'm here. I made it. You can't keep a good woman down no matter how much they try, y'all. And it's been a crazy week. I don't want to repeat it again for a long time. I'm not out of the woods, my account is still banned, but I have heard from Facebook twice from 2 different departments. They are investigating, which I think is a good thing, y'all. I think that's a good thing. Investigate away, please, because I need all the help I can get. So I thought I'd come on and paint a boo bat and see how y'all were doing, because I have missed being on here. I feel like I've kind of deserted y'all. Not my choice, but you know, stuff happens. And so we're just gonna go ahead and go with what we got. I started here with, I had to do 2 coats of this light orange, number 16 light orange, and I ended up doing only 1 coat of the black. I put a lot of the black on. So 2 coats of light orange, 1 coat of black, and I got to put a little bit of a base coat of this yellow in the middle of the O. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to start shading this thing. And you'll see it's not going to take long. This is a really cute, we have sold boo bats for probably 20 years. I've been selling boo bats for 20 years. Hey, Victoria. Boo! Girl, you know they were trying to keep me down, but no can do with that silly business. So, for those of you that don't know, I was banned from Facebook. I got hacked, and my account got shut down, and blah, 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 blah. Drama. Finally, I went and created a one under Bruce's account. That's why it says Bruce, ain't it? But the good news is I've heard from Facebook twice just today. They are investigating my case. One department that I've dealt with before, called Business Concierge, they started the investigation, but they reached out and said, we can't do this. We have to put this to a different team. They didn't say your case is so bad we can't help you, but that's what I read, if that makes any sense. So, but the fact that they're looking into it, I think is a step in the right direction. Of course, that doesn't mean anything is really going to get resolved, but thank you, Debbie, for sharing. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Hi, Nikki. I am painting a boo bat today. This is the first time I've been live for a while because my account got hacked and shut down. And so, you know, what are you going to do? But the fact that 2 different departments have tried to, have looked into it, maybe they'll get it resolved. And hopefully they will. Because I still need my account, y'all. My account has all of the history in there of all the things that I need to look at, like when I'm making Facebook posts. I make Facebook graphics or, cover graphics and stuff like that. I don't have access to any of that, but, we're going to go with what we have. And be glad for, it's really hard, y'all, because on one hand, you just get discouraged, and then on the other hand, you try to keep it in perspective. Nobody died. Thank you for that, Debbie. Yes, we have these for sale at the store. Nobody's died. Nobody's sick that I know of, So I'm trying to keep it all in perspective, but I think I probably have spent, well, this week was just not the week for me because I spent probably 8 hours on the phone just doing tech support with Bank of America and Shopify. So that right there, which, has nothing to do with any of the Facebook stuff going. So that right there nearly drove me crazy. But Monday's a holiday, y'all, and I think I'm going to take the day off. Because I can't take it. I can't take it. So I'm just doing some shading on this boo And not a lot. Now, obviously, that yellow is going to be real wet, so I'm going to leave that yellow alone for right now. Hey, Tammy, how are you? I am painting a boo bat. It's been a while since I've been live, since I got hacked, but I set up a new account under Bruce's name because he doesn't do Facebook. He doesn't do any social media. And but that took a little while to get the permissions in place for me to get back on here. So, but y'all gonna be seeing a lot of Ashley and I next week, trying to make up for lost time. But I mean, I guess the good news is we had already had a lot of lives in August, so it wasn't like, you know, there wasn't a lot of stuff out there for you guys to see if y'all are interested in painting. But we still miss y'all because we're used to coming on here and visiting with y'all and, I don't know, acting silly, telling tales, whatever the case may be. And so it's been a week because of a lot of different things. And I don't know if y'all feel this way, but a lot of times when stuff like that goes down, it's, I don't know, I kind of sometimes feel like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, because on one hand, I'm going to tone this down a little bit. It's a little too red for my taste. On one hand, it's frustrating. Y'all know we earn our living this way. So it's not just a matter of, oh, you know, pleasure. It's a matter of earning your living, which is serious. But on the other hand, you know, it's not the end of the world. All the important things are still in place, you know. But it's just the nuisance and the aggravation of it, y'all. It's just annoying. So I picked up that red orange and I felt like it was just too red. I don't know. Sometimes these colors don't always look, I don't know. To me, they don't look identical to the previous color that I got or the previous mix of it, you know. So sometimes I have to just get a little crazy and mix it myself to the way I want it. So if that orange, if that number 19 red orange is just too red, slap a little bit of the shading orange in there and it'll tone it down. That's what I did. So we've got some cool things going on though, because I was over at the shop earlier today. We're going to be doing some, in September, we're going to be doing some in-person paint parties. We've got a bunch of ceramics in. In fact, Miss Victoria, if she's on here, I'm going to see if I can sweet talk her into doing a sample for us. We have like a pumpkin tree. That's one of them. So we're going to be doing that. Y'all will be seeing stuff come out on that. Because y'all, it's fall. It's time to do all kinds of things fall, even though it's still hot in here, as far as Texas goes. But it could be hot all the way to November, so we don't let that stop us from getting excited about it being fall. Although I did have to say, I went outside one day this last week and I thought, you know, it's not as hot. It might have been a few degrees cooler in the afternoon, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So I just kind of do some brush strokes here. You don't have to do that many. Y'all can see sometimes I get a little crazy. I overdo it a bit, but that's just my style. So I've got that. Now I've got my white here. When this yellow dries, I'm going to actually shade it with some shading yellow, but it ain't ready for that yet. Weird question, but do you all wash and reuse the little spoons? Hey, absolutely not a weird question. Check it out. So I try to sometimes, a couple of girls come work with us sometimes during the week, and they're very good about keeping this little plate, and we kind of use these over and over. Sometimes I just use them and throw them in the trash. Sometimes we keep them. It really just kind of depends on what I feel like that day, what I remember to do that day. Because as you can imagine, we end up going through a lot of them. So not a weird question at all. Hey Terry, how are you? Y'all, I got Bruce's account set up. Of course, it really is for me. And I start liking everybody I can find. And I was like, I put a post on there. I was like, my account has been hacked. Y'all please show me some love. Hey, and everybody did. Everybody's like, y'all please go like me. Go accept my friend request. Because I was all feeling lonely and stuff. But hopefully Facebook is going to get to the bottom. I was going to say to the end of it, but to the bottom of it. Hopefully, y'all. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I was glad that 2 different departments reached out to me because y'all, they accused me of some raunchy stuff, and that really bothered me. Y'all know what my page is about. We don't do anything halfway risque. Well, thank you, Terry. I love it too. I was saying, I think we've sold this boo sign for I don't know how many years. A lot of years. A lot. But it's always a hit and it's always super cute. So I really like it. But yeah, I was really upset because I got hacked, y'all, because that's not cool. Dishonest folks and everything. But then what they accused me of really, really bothered me, you know. But hopefully that investigation will come to fruition and hopefully it'll all get solved. So next week I will be coming on, and so will Ashley. We're going to be doing a few things that we haven't done in this group before. And we're going to be kind of showing y'all, for those of you that might be interested in cutting your own blanks. One day I'm going to get on, might be a day, it might be 2 days worth. And I'm going to get on and I'm going to show you how we used to do what I call old school. How to get that paper pattern and get it out with some graphite paper and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing some of that next week. I ordered some paint and forgot Scarecrow white. Can you show me a close-up? Yes, I sure can. And then Terry says, I need to get one to do this year. Oh, thanks, Terry. She said she loves our tutorials. Well, thank you for that. Girl, we like being on here. I mean, you know, it's like anything else. It's work. But that's cool. So here's Scarecrow white. So really, it's almost like if you wanted to mix this, even if you did a white and a yellow, I don't think you're going to get this Scarecrow color. But it's almost like a buttermilk color is what I kind of... Old school, like in folk art, Americana, and all those little bottles that I used to use. This used to be like what they would call buttermilk. That's the best way I can describe it. So I'll be getting on next week showing you how to do a paper pattern if you want to cut your own blanks, and kind of going through what that means and how you make that look. Ashley will be back on next week. She's been a little bit under the weather this week, so and she decided to take some time off, which I really don't blame her. And so she'll be on next week doing some more tutorials with us. Hopefully life will get back to a little bit more normalcy. A little bit anyway. So there you go, y'all. This is, I don't know, I haven't even been on very long. There's the escape artist. Yes. You're welcome, Amy. Absolutely, my pleasure. So there's your boo bat. Not much to him. One coat of black, 2 coats of light orange, and then of course I did my shading orange. I outlined in the red orange, which I kind of had to mix a little bit of that because it was too red. I'm going to come back later and I'm going to highlight that yellow and shade it. Now, I haven't done a live on this one yet, but I thought what I would do, even though I won't get it finished, is I'm going to... How many coats of poly do you apply? That's a good question, Amy. What I do is I typically do 1 coat only. You can, if you want a more glossy look, there's nothing wrong with you doing multiple coats. You could do 2 or 3. You might have to really, really clean it between each coat, depending on how much dust gets on there. But you can absolutely do 2 coats or 3. I do 1. It's $40 a gallon, and you know how much I do, so I really just do 1. Sheba, stop that! She was over there trying to bite the door, y'all. She's just a puppy. And oh, y'all, I got in Facebook jail. And then I had to get my dog out of doggy jail because she decided it would be a good idea to run up and down the street and get out the gate. And I couldn't find her. And y'all know how I am about animals. Oh my God, I was just a basket case. And my husband was like, get a grip, we'll find her. So sure enough, she was at the doggy jail. I had to pay $50 to get her out, but hey, who cares? I got her back. Sheba, stop that. She's over there trying to eat those. She's only a pup and she's trying to eat the trim around the door, so that's not good. I know, I'm so glad I found her. Exactly, and she says, I'm going to, Carolyn says, love the boo bat, so glad you're back. So am I, Carolyn, because it was just so stressful. And I think it's kind of one of those, you think you'll get it figured out, but y'all, stranger things have happened. We don't know for sure how things are gonna go. And so just, I don't know if y'all have a need to know this, but this is what I learned. If they shut your page down, y'all, then in my case, my private profile ran 4 other pages. So when my profile got shut down, y'all could still see all the other pages. I couldn't. I had access to nothing. N-O-T-H-I-N-G to be exact. Nothing. Not cool. So the only way I'm on here now is I created an account under Bruce's name. Hopefully, though, they're going to get all this straightened out. And it really, really makes me, I guess, y'all, it's hard to think about people being that dishonest. Doggy jail, Facebook jail. I know, I have I bought the same one you use, so I get it. So I get it. It's like, yeah. So I've had the week, and I'm telling you, I was not in a good way a couple days ago. This is how you know you're married to the right person. When they can say things to you that no other human being on this planet could get away with, because you know they love and care about you. So I was telling Bruce, you know, I was feeling really, really just, I think there's two things that really bothered me, y'all. It was what they were accusing me of, which if you go look at the page, we do your art. Come on, people, really. And the fact that somebody who's up to no good at all, which I forgot. I'm gonna mix these two colors, y'all, in case y'all want to know what I'm doing. I'm mixing these two colors. I'm gonna do one leaf like this up here, and then the fact that I have no control, y'all, because, and to this day, I mean, it very well could be that things don't go my way. I think they will. I think it will go my way. But you just don't really know what's going to happen. So feeling of feeling helpless and not knowing if stuff is going to be resolved. And this is how we earn our living. Not cool. Yes, he's such a good guy. Hey, that was me, Terry. So I friended you because Bruce doesn't do social media. But since I am banned for a while, hopefully temporarily, I created a profile of his name. And so that was me friending you, Terry. That was me. He's like, I asked him, do you mind if I set up an account under your name? And he's like, oh, no, you know, do what you need to do. No big deal. You know, so, because he's always been kind of anti-social media. Well, he's just not that, he's not a digital person. He doesn't do anything on the computer. So, he's not anti-social, but he just doesn't do anything digitally. So, he ain't feeling all that silly business. So, that was me, Terry. That was me. She's probably like, why is Bruce friending me? How does Bruce even know me? So, I'm going to just base coat this thing and get my leaves going. And then I'll probably shade the pumpkin. And I'll come on here probably tomorrow and finish this guy up. This is one of those that we have blanks in the store. And for those of you that like fall, I don't care who you are or what you do, or if you're selling them or if you're just decorating your yard, you cannot ever go wrong with a pumpkin. People are pumpkin crazy. I am, and I'm the world's worst, so I'm saying that about myself, y'all. So anyway, Bruce kind of got after me. He didn't get after me, but he kind of like, you know, I was complaining, of course, with everything that was going on. The dog, Jill, me, Jill, Facebook Jill, you know. Y'all, his dad died last week, so we had to deal with all that. And we saw it coming. He was 86. He was in the nursing home, congestive heart failure, diabetes, high blood pressure. He was on kidney dialysis, so, you know, we knew what was coming, but still, y'all know what that's like. So it has been, I'm trying to find some reindeer brown, y'all. It has been kind of crazy. So I was complaining and saying, you know, why is this happening? You know, I'm a good person. What the heck is going on around this place? All that kind of stuff. And I said to Bruce, I said, you know, I think I'm losing faith in humanity. And he's like, well, you better find a way to get it back. I was like, well, what if I can't? He goes, you better. And I said, but, you know, this is happening, that's bad, and this is bad, and that's bad, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, yep, I get it. But he said, think about how you're going to feel when you lose faith in humanity. Whether the faith in humanity is warranted or not is not the issue, y'all. How do you feel when you lose faith in humanity? That's what bothered me, too, because for them to accuse me of, you know, some raunchy things, and I know I didn't do that, but then you don't just pick up the phone, as y'all know, and call Facebook. It don't work that way. There's nobody to call. You can file your appeal, blah, blah. Who knows if they even see it? So I was feeling upset because I felt like I had no control. I felt like it was unfair. I felt like it was, you know, all those sorts of things. And he's like, yep, you're right. Everything you said is right. 100% you are right. But that still doesn't change the fact that when you lose faith in humanity, it puts you in a really bad place. And I was like, he didn't say you better get it together right this minute, but that was he kind of let me know. Not good place. Not good, y'all. So, of course, he was right. And of course, tomorrow's always a new day, y'all. That's what I tell myself, you know. And like I said, nobody I love was dying or anything of that nature. So you just have to take it for what it is and hope that the next week gets better. So whenever y'all see me come back on with my name, you'll know, hey, she got out of Facebook jail. Until then, I'll be coming on under Bruce's name. She says, Amy says, my father-in-law was always said, pull it off the shelf, sulk in your pity pot, and then put it back on the shelf and move on. Oh, Amy, so true, so true, so true. Wise man, yes, you know. Well, you know, I think it's natural that we all have our down moments, you know. We all have our times that we feel sorry for ourselves, all that kind of stuff. You can't let it get you to. I think the trick is just try to make that over as soon as you can. And sometimes that's pretty fast, and other times it's a little more difficult. And in my case, I kept spaying all week long on phone with technology issues. I fought with Bank of America for 4 hours one day and Shopify same day for another 2 or 3 hours. I was like, that's about ready to kill somebody. I walked around with the phone, y'all, in my bra the whole time. Yes, Kim, I want you to know. Yeah, thank you, Amy. You're so right. You're so right. I have done everything I can think of to get my hair to stop falling out, from any nutritional supplement you can think of, which I have been an avid vitamin taker all my life. But when I tell you, the next stop is going to the doctor to get a hair transplant, it's getting that bad. And so I don't know what to do with it. I seriously don't know. It's all falling out. And I have, gone to the doctor and blah, blah, and all that kind of stuff. And everybody says, well, take collagen. Nah. Take this, took that. I had that. All my numbers, Debbie, are, quote, normal. Whatever that means. Whatever. Well, I thought about that too, Kim. It could be stress. And I think about, like, my mom, because, that's my genetic code. My mom had the same issue as she aged. Her hair fell out a lot. So I think part of it is probably stress. And I think probably part of it is honestly just the way I'm going to age. It's just the way it's going to be. So the other day I was like, week before last, I was like, okay, I think I'm going to I always take these shears and just shear the dog all the way off, like, because I always cut my dog's hair. I was thinking about just shearing it all off. But what kept me from doing it is I don't have a wig yet. So y'all might be seeing me come on in a wig one day. It's like, it's getting serious. So I don't know. A wig or a hair transplant? I'm not sure. Yeah, Kim says next is wigs. That's the truth. Y'all be seeing me come on in some kind of wig, you're like, what the hell does she have on her head? So, all right. So I did 2 coats of light orange. I shaded in my shading orange. This is Christmas green. This is mint green and Christmas green, half and half. And that's reindeer brown. So you're going to be seeing a lot of us. We will be doing all kinds of stuff the next week or so. I'm going to be on next week doing showing y'all how to go old school with some paper patterns for those of you that might want to cut your own blanks. Blondes do have more fun. Well, looky here. Mine's not even blonde. I call it platinum highlights. This is what it is. Platinum. These are well-deserved, y'all. That's why, tattoo. What do you mean a tattoo, Mary? That's one reason why I've never tried to get a wig. I'm so hot-natured. What am I going to do walking out in the sun and working outside with a wig on? I'll just die and have a heart attack or be in heat stroke. Glitter highlights. Hey, Amy, there you go. Glitter, glitter. That's it. I got enough glitter to have that. But yeah, wig is hot. And I know a girl who has a wig and she looks really good in it. But, I think there's a lot of shopping that goes on and a lot of money that you have to pay, I'm sure. They tattoo your head now and make it look like you have hair. Hey, I had no idea. Learn something new every day. I might check into that. Because you can tell, like in my case, it starts to separate and then it's like I'm bald. I was like, what the heck is going on, y'all? Now I'm looking at my hair, it looks even worse. But in my defense, I was outside in the rain a while ago. So, y'all, I'm just happy to be back on in some capacity, even if I am Bruce Amick. From now on, you see Bruce Amick, you'll know that's me. And then the day you see my profile come back, you'll be like, oh, she won. She got her case. So we'll be back on. I thought about hair plugs too, Kim. I'm gonna look into that one. I'm not sure about that. So we'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.